Freedom!
Freedom! Okay, so now this is the fourth day of our lockdown. Finally, we get to be free. Now I'm going to go out. Freedom!
All right, heading out on a car trip. Very exciting. I don't think I've ever thought of how exciting it could be to get into your car. I kind of feel I want to get past this gate before they change their mind.
Yay!
Heading over the river, the Yangtze River. Can't really see much, but it's there.
Freedom!
All right, we're gonna get a little coffee. All right, so a little background. If you didn't see my previous video when we were locked down, let me tell you what happened. There was a guy who lives in our building, our 28-story building, who was on a train back from Shanghai, and he was in the same car as somebody who was later tested positive. And so when that happened, they traced our guy, and he lives in our apartment on the 27th floor, and they just locked down the whole building. At that time, the assumption was that we were going to be locked down for 7 days. And I say assumption, that's what everybody thought. Although, you know, in this environment, you just never know what's going to happen. Almost immediately, our community chat for our building and our community had this, bit of a heated discussion. It was only about 5 or 6 of them that were urging us to stop the lockdown early, but it was pretty heated, and so it was kind of entertaining to read. The basic argument was that this was not a close contact in the way that you would think would be in trouble. Nobody in our building was tested positive. And then we got an initial test on the first day, and then another test on the third day, which was yesterday morning. And we had 2 negative tests for the whole building. And so people were, really ramping it up. Like, why are we being locked down? This is not following the regulations. There's no codified law. And can we please be released now that we've had the 2 negative tests? And some of the responses, like I said, there was a back and forth. One of the people said, "Darlings, we are a community. We've gotten through this before. We can do it again as a family." One person responded, "Are our demands that unreasonable? Your thinking and logic are completely off." Then somebody else chimed in, "Relax. Let's keep in a good mood." And the response was precious. Don't overthink it. There is only obedience and obedience. I love sarcasm. Mind you, this stuff went on for 2 or 3 days. There were some serious complaints about, I'm losing 50,000 RMB a day. Who's going to pay me back? Shouldn't the guy who had the close contact pay me back? Beyond the complaints, I mean, they were making reasoned and argumentative requests. We've had 2 tests negative, and the law does not prescribe anything. I don't know what the law is around here, what the rules are, but it seems to be very local. And I don't know if it's local based on each community or each neighborhood or each city district. But they were citing some other neighborhoods where they were released after 3 days in maybe similar circumstances. I really don't know. I can just know from reading the chat. So we have two 28-story buildings in our immediate, I guess, apartment compound. And our quote-unquote community, I'll call it our community because we are under the jurisdiction of one community health leader, which is back farther in the neighborhood that you can see. You know, there's a lot of people, thousands of people, but they only sealed off our one building, which is good. However, you know, then the question is, why are we sealing off our whole building as opposed to just isolating that one person and, you know, permutations like that? Ah, someone's back there. Yeah, so which leads me, and let me read it before I quote it again, to another of my favorite lines on the chat. Sarcasm alert. Why don't we seal off the whole neighborhood? It'll be safer. And another one added, why don't we just stay home every day? That would be even safer. One guy posted, group run!
You mean how do you say that? 组团跑路 means let's make a group and escape together.
And on it went. I thought it was all, you know, just venting. You know, rational venting. None of us like this. But I didn't think that it would work. This morning, we got the notice that, okay, we're free. So it just, I mean, that, just the idea of collective protesting your grievances and, you know, stating your logical arguments, obviously not just the sarcasm, but the logical arguments they made, somehow it worked. It's so cool. Not only do we get our freedom, but we get our freedom on a Sunday. Oh, and if I didn't mention it, I mean, the irony is that we were the only ones locked down. It's not like Wuhan was locked down.
I know. And that makes the experience even suckier.
Suckier. It sucked even more. Suckier.
You know, in the lockdown time of the 6 months,
yeah,
2 years ago, I don't feel that bad.
Right. When we were locked down originally, it was like everyone was in it together.
Mm-hmm. And we know that the outside is very dangerous. We feel safe inside. But this time, this is just ridiculous. What the hell?
And even more ridiculous was we could look out our balcony and watch people walk. It was very sad. But, I mean, it's only 3 days now that it's over.
Yeah. The problem is, in those 3 days, we didn't know how long it will last. So that's horrible.
Yep. By the way, we're taking a pre-lunch walk around the lake. The restaurant isn't open yet. Being creatures of habit, on our first day of freedom, we decided to go back to our favorite restaurant. It's a tiny little Japanese curry joint, and our food just arrived. So that's the perfect time to end our video. So I want to thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
And if you like this video, please press the like button. Share this video. Yeah, share it. Share it with somebody who might be interested in our lockdown freedom situation. Hold on. If you have a comment, please leave your comment below. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. All right, catch you guys next time. Bye.